Hey, what's up guys? In today's video this is going to be a bow guide, pretty comprehensive. It's not going to be like too in detail, but I'll try covering as much things as I can. So yeah, let's get into it. First of all, we're going to get into Azoth. Azoth is pretty insane, top 3 SAir kits in the game right now, depending on your personal opinions obviously. I think he's absolutely nuts. A lot of top players know that he's nuts. You can pretty much win with this character only using SIGs. It's really crazy. Azoth, pretty slow character. Like, if you can get used to that, then you're golden. But other than that, the stats are very, very good for the weapons. You have Axe, very good right now. Bow, very good right now. They both cover each other very well. So yeah. Koji's one of like the staples of Brawlhalla, right? Where like if you think of Brawlhalla characters over the years that have been good and like pretty much meta every single time, it's always been Koji. Koji's been like a very good character from the start. So yeah, very well-rounded SIGs. High dex bow is always good. It's really, really good. Bow in general in high dex is like very good, very sought after, or at least like 6 dex plus, I guess. Yeah, really good character. Good weapons and stuff. Yeah. Next you have Diana. Diana's also one of those characters that's like really amazing. I'd say she's the best bow character because of all her SIGs that cover each other so well. Absolutely amazing character. Really, really good well-rounded stats. So yeah, that's all I have to say about her. Next is Yumiko. Yumiko's bow SIGs are not the greatest, I will be honest. But her hammer kit is pretty much like bar none, right? I don't think any other character in the game has a hammer kit better than Yumiko does. Just my personal opinion, but yeah, it's crazy. Like I said, not the best bow character. Stats, you know, you always want high dex on bow, high dex, high speed, decent force, obviously. So yeah. Next, you have Kaya. Kaya is a really, really good character, especially for defense speed. The stats just make her amazing. Absolutely great character, like when you put the effort into it. I think Kaya still needs a buff on the spear kit, but other than that, pretty good character. Next is Zariel. Zariel's been an underrated character for a while. The gauntlet kit is absolutely insane. The stats are very good. Obviously low dex, but not really sought after, but the SIG kit is insane. It'll make you feel like, you know, you're on a 8 dex character. Yeah. And obviously bow gauntlets are very good weapon combination. So yeah, and pretty good stats, like I said. Okay, so next then, next bow legend. Oh, next bow legend is Moonin. Moonin is completely busted right now. That's pretty much all I can say about this character. Completely fucking broken. But yeah. Oh yeah, Vector. I almost forgot about this character. Jeez. There's not really much to say about Moonin anyway. You know, busted character, needs a nerf very badly. I don't understand why it's taking this long, but it is what it is. Okay, so now we have Vector. Vector is a really, really good character with amazing bow SIGs. I don't understand why people don't play this character more. You know, the lance kit is insane. The stats are insane. The SIGs kill pretty early for what they are. They're all high in force. Down SIG on bow is absolutely crazy. If you can learn to hit bow and SIG, crazy. It is a crazy move. It can catch down dodges as well quite a lot. But yeah, that's all I have to say about the bow characters. So yeah, we'll move on to the next section. Okay, in the next few sections, I'm just going to be covering all the moves of bow and just a little insight on how to use them and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. Okay, so DLight is pretty much your grounded punish tool. It covers like 3/4 of the stage with a dash on Brawlhaven. It's kind of insane. The range is crazy. It's pretty safe, but obviously if they're grounded too and you miss and they just jump over it, it's fairly easy to punish. I mean, unless you don't know what you're doing still. Yeah, it's pretty non-committal though in general. It's like hard to punish if you are using it correctly. Then like you can just jump away immediately. Like as you can see. Yeah, but it's mostly just a grounded punish tool. You don't really want to keep spamming it, otherwise you'll just get punished from above anyway, so yeah. Okay, so SideLight is your bread and butter string starter. It pretty much, you know, strings into a majority of things, right? So, for example, I'll just set this prop to so SideLight, and then if you want to, you can go for SideLight, you know, SideLight, DownLight, NAir, SideLight, DownLight, SAir, etc. Stuff like that. It's just a basic string starter. It's pretty spammable. It's pretty spammable, like on high decks. You're not really punishing this very often. The hitbox is kind of wacky as well. Yeah. Wacky hitbox, but yeah, it's just, again, a grounded punish option. So if your opponent's landing, you know, you can go for a SideLight. And even then, even if you whiff the SideLight, you can just kind of like dash back and just do it again anyway. So yeah, it's a very spammable move. Okay, so NLight is a aerial punish option, so if they're jumping a lot, you can catch them with nairs. You can catch them with a lot of nairs, and if they get hit by it, it's pretty much 15 damage every single time, so yeah, it's kind of crazy. Other than that, it could be used like as a string starter, you know, it leads into NAir, etc., which then you can juggle and stuff like that, so. Okay, so SAir is a really good punish option, like a floaty punish option. So if you don't really know where they're gonna go and you like play a floaty playstyle, you can sort of just wait and watch where they're going and then SAir, sort of like you would do with gauntlets, right? Like it's got a pretty good hitbox to it as well. Quite deceiving. Like you wouldn't think it's like as big as it is, but yeah, hits quite far away, and it has a very good hitbox in my opinion. Especially the bottom part where you can spike. Yeah. So it's also a string starter. It can lead into things like SideLight. It can also lead to things like dash jump DAir and stuff like that. So yeah. NAir is like, it's sort of like NLight in a way. You can sort of use it for like aerial juggling. As long as you can mix it up. You mix it up between those two, you sort of see where your opponent is going and follow their movement and use obviously NAir or NLight accordingly. So yeah. DAir is sort of used in offstage play. It's it can be used as a like it can be used as a fucking bait on ledge. It can be used as a edge guarding tool and stuff like that. It mostly used off stage though, with, you know, in conjunction with like SAirs and NAirs and stuff. Sorry, SAirs and DAirs. So very good tool that you just mainly want to use off stage. You can use it in some strings, which I'll go into later, but it's mostly for offstage play. There are a few exceptions to where you can use it, obviously, but yeah. Anyway, pretty much covers what DAir means anyway. So, okay, recovery. Recovery is more of an option outside of strings or floaty play styles. So obviously, I'll give you a brief example. So, if I do a SideLight NAir, sorry, a DownLight NAir, you can then follow up with a recovery in the right spot. So maybe they fast fall, maybe they dodge down or something like that, and then you just catch the recovery. So, as you can see, the main goal you want to use it on is like right on the edge of the stage. It can catch so many people off guard. You'd be surprised how many people get hit by it, because a lot of people like stand here, but they'll still get hit by it because the hitbox is like kind of crazy. Yeah, it's a really crazy hitbox. Yeah, as you can see, it will pick people up that are basically called slacking, you know what I mean? Like if they're there, they will get caught by it. As a recovery tool, it's very good as long as you place it correctly. That's pretty much it. Okay, so next thing I'm going to talk about is bow ground pound. So, brief overview of the move. you don't really want to be using it on stage. So with that in mind, it's mostly an off-stage thing. The thing is, bow ground pound is like the slowest ground pound in the game. It's very easy to see. You know what I mean? Like if you're paying attention. But when it does hit, it's gonna kill. It's just gonna kill. So yeah, I don't really know what else to say about it. If you hit it off stage, basically they're gonna die at like orange, so it just kills insanely for some reason. Other than that, you don't really want to be spamming this move out. Just don't. So yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna go over some basic strings that you can use in your gameplay. So let's start off with DLight SAir, DLight NAir. Then you have close up. You have DLight DAir, which can then be followed up by an NLight. As such, give me a second. There you go. Obviously, side light leads into DLight SAir and stuff like that as a string. You have SAir into side light. You have SAir into DLight. You have DLight NAir into like recovery and stuff. You have. Sorry, you have. Oh, my bad. You have SAir into NLight into, obviously, like you can even do like recovery at later damages, so you can go for NAir after it if you want to. Like there really isn't much to go over with bow. Bow is like a very simple weapon. Like most of the stuff you'll just figure out on your own. Other than that, you know, you just juggle with NAir. You just spam random moves and you should win. So yeah. I know this was a very short guide. There really isn't much to put in here. The only way you can really learn bow is by actually playing the weapon. Yeah, it's very simple, but it takes a while to master and actually use correctly. But if you get good with bow, you're pretty much always going to get good with bow, right? You're always going to be good. It's a very simple weapon, but it just takes time to master, like you know any other weapon, right? Very good string potential though. Damage potential is like insane, especially if you know exactly what you're doing and you know to read dodges and stuff. As soon as you get all that and you actually know how to use the weapon correctly, you're golden. But regarding this guide, there isn't really much I could put here, so I just made a quick comprehensive guide just to set you on the right direction, right, and give you some basic overviews of the moves and shit. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Sorry it's not like more detailed, but hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. So I'll see you in the next one, guys.